Hey guys, so today I kind of want to show how I prep my cards before sending them off to grading. And since I'm going to be doing a combined shipping order for PSA, I'm going to show you guys how to do that really quickly. So like normally have your cards like this in top loaders, like a random sleeve. Grab it out. I usually have a microfiber cloth, so I like to wipe it down, but like you can't really see the back if it's dirty or not. What I like to do is like kind of like blow my breath on it or something, kind of breathe on it, then you can really see if there are fingerprints. It's kind of hard to catch on camera, but once you blow on it, it's like really clear that if there's any fingerprints or like smudges on it. Just take the microfiber cloth, go around it, make sure it's all clean, or if I see any noticeable dirt, I'll make sure to clean it off with microfiber. And then I like to use you're supposed to use penny sleeves. I like to use like bigger ones, so they have more room for the card, and like really thin ones. And then like I like to use new card savers. I have like a bunch of old ones laying around, but like having scratches on them bothers me. Yeah, make sure to send it in like a soft sleeve like this, because in like a top loader it can move around when shipped, really easy to get damaged, so PSA doesn't like it. And then make sure you don't put any pull tabs or anything covering it. And yeah, that's pretty much it, because like I think they cut it out of it now, so I also kind of put it towards one side so maybe they can have an easier time cutting it. But yeah, that's pretty much for the prep. And then after that, you just obviously have a lot more that I already prepped. I'm not gonna be sending this, it was just for example. Once you have everything ready, and then just have it submitted on PSA. There's tons of videos on how to do that, so I'm not gonna do a video on that. Then it's kind of important, you gotta make sure you put it in order of the sheet, or else it's gonna take longer once it gets to PSA. Once you have it like that, once you have your 2 or more orders done, you want to go to the PSA site, and once you log in, you can go to submissions. And then see, I have 2 submissions right now. I can just click both of these, and then this will show up packed together. Basically, you just want to print out this barcode and then put both your orders in like one big box, and then stick this onto the big box. That's pretty much all you have to do for a combined order. It's really easy and saves you a bunch on shipping if you're shipping more than one order. I switched the camera angle, so as I was saying, since I'm already recording, I might as well just show me packing the submission too. This is the stuff that I'm gonna send a little higher tier than the bulk tier. I feel like if you're gonna get upcharged, you might as well just pay the higher tier, since if you don't, you're gonna have to wait the same amount of time as the bulk tier and still get upcharged, so you still have to pay more in the end. So it's probably better to just send it with the higher tier. I like to, you're supposed to put rubber bands around it. It's been sitting in the sun, so they're not the best. And then wrap it with some bubble wrap. Make sure it's tight. And then I will rubber band the submission form to it. So much personal information on here. Just make sure I don't show anything. Oops. I have an old PSA box. I feel like for orders without that many cards, these are very nice to ship it in. The box like really secure. Throw this in here. Packing paper so it doesn't move around too much. I put the tape. It's right here. For combined orders, I'm not actually sure if you can ship it all in one box, or you have to put like 2 separate boxes within the one big box you're shipping it in. So I'm just gonna ship it in like one big box, but also have 2 separate boxes just in case. and I'm gonna put the barcode or whatever for each one onto the corresponding box. This one is the Value Plus, I think. I have a label printer, so I just print out the barcodes of that and stick it on. And then kind of a peek at what I have for the bulk submission. It's a lot of cards. I'll have a pre-grading video on it too if any of you guys are interested. You can take a look. It's probably gonna be pretty boring for most of you though, since it's just gonna be me talking about like each and every card. And I'll have a return video when these get back eventually. I was kind of lazy, so I kept on waiting, and then PSA is now like, oh, instead of 45 days, it's 65 days. So that kind of sucks. But luckily I was able to get it in before they switched it to $19 a card. I heard it's because they just took in like 2.5 million cards from GameStop. It's like grading things, so they're gonna prioritize that instead of their own orders. A lot of people are unhappy about that, but it is what it is. It's gonna be kind of hard to rubber band this together. It's so bulky. There we go. Put one on this side. I'm gonna try to wrap it all up with a bubble wrap so it stays tight. Still moving so much. I'm gonna do one more loop, I think, of 3. Hopefully make it a little bit more secure. This way. Okay, that should be as secure as I can get it with rubber bands, or at least the rubber bands I have. A bubble wrap. The box. Here's the box I was gonna use. It's a small box. Fits pretty nicely. The invoice in. Oh my gosh. I make it fit. I'm gonna put it under the cards actually. I don't want to dox myself. Oh, what the heck. Stay down. Okay. Sure, there's a bunch of paper so it doesn't move around too much. Probably put more. Seal this up. Oh my god, so annoying. I decided I'm gonna just use a prepaid? No, not prepaid. What are these called? Oh yeah, flat rates. UPS flat rates is what it's called. Fits pretty well. This one, go here. It's a little bit tight, but it is what it is.
more packing paper. Make sure it doesn't move around too much. Like maybe a little bit too much there. I just really don't want this to move around while being shipped. I'm gonna go get the tape actually. I'm gonna use a different type of tape for this.
It's gum tape. It's basically like water activated tape. I think a lot of like companies use this just because it's like really sticky and you can't take it off once it goes on. So it's also kind of like fraud proof. It's just a lot more secure. Since this is a pretty expensive package, I'm gonna use it. Yeah, it's really strong, much stronger than like clear cellophane tape. And then yeah, the only downside is you have to wet it before use, so it's pretty annoying. Where'd my label go? Yeah, here's my label. I'll just cover this up. Basically, here's the label. I'll dox myself anyways. But here's the label. I'll blur it out later. You gotta be careful because PSA has like 2 different locations now, because I think USPS stopped taking UPS and like other packages for their PO boxes, so they have to get like a separate one now. But yeah, this label goes on there. It's pretty much done. You can just drop this off at the post office, but it's probably better if you scan it at the kiosk or bring it to the counter and have them scan it in, just so it's in this system in case it gets lost somehow before it even gets shipped out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya. And I totally forgot, but here's like the final barcode that you get after you click on combined shipping. You make sure that's on the outside, very noticeable place. I'm actually probably gonna print out a few more and put it around the box, since this is a USPS box. It has a bunch of other weird stuff on it. It's probably better if there's more of these so they can scan it easier. But yeah, make sure you don't forget that. It's really gonna slow down your submission if you don't have that.